Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and welcome to Mini Paper Pads, where we all bring out our pads that are less than 12 by 12 and use them. And then I'm also still playing around, playing with Follow a Sketch February. I will have the information listed below. Here is the sketch that I am using, and I have photos from when I saw Elvis Costello last summer. And I have to tell you, he took songs he sang before and he changed the music, and I wasn't very happy about it. I know there's creative license, but it was not my favorite concert. But my husband and I do like to go to concerts. So here I am trimming down the photos. I'm trimming them down to 4 by 4. I'm being very careful because I want to get the artists on the bottom so that I can still have some of the lighting and stuff on top. Some of these, this is the picture of the actual singers, the close-ups, um, are bigger because I was taking pictures of the screen. Here is my 6 by 6 paper pad. It is by Colorbach and it is called Neutral. There's 10 unique designs and there's 100 sheets. So I flipped through those. I'm looking for two different ones, and I like the ones with the round circles, and then I have the ones with kind of triangles on them. So I grabbed those out. This is a random 6 by 6 piece of paper I had. And then I have a whole stash of a lot of cardstock, and then I also have a smaller stash, separate colors that I use for crops. So here I am, I took it out of my stash that stays home, and I'm looking for a shade of gray that will match. They have the same, I don't know, color family. And it kind of it's a hard match. And I know there's like kind of like blues and different shades of grays and stuff. And so I end up picking out this one gray, which I did to the best of my ability. And then I will end up going through my other set of gray colors, which are from the ones that I bring to a crop. Um, and I'll find a different gray I like better, I think, unless I've already done it. But here's the other little sneaky surprise. Once I pull out all of my embellishments and like stickers, for my for this layout, I will find a different background paper that I like better. So, I picked out this sketch to go with these photos because they're I like the way these were all trimmed down and they were going to fit all these 4 photos on one piece of paper. Well, it's here that I realized they have to be 3 by 4, not 4 by 4. So all the carefulness I did with leaving the lights and stuff on top of the stage, it all gets trimmed off anyway. Now I will take those 6 by 6 paper pads and trim them down, and then I'm going to layer this one on top of each other. Um, you won't be able to tell, I don't think, when I'm done with it. This one, I leave the top, the kind of the branding strip on there, and I'm just going to use it like that because that's going to get a little bit covered up as well. Then I will move some things around to kind of see how things get laid out. Here's where I find that the background paper, and on the sketch is some mixed media, and just by getting um, this pattern, it's a pattern paper, I don't know, but it'll work in the place of mixed media. It's the, oh, my husband just told me what the name of it is. I called it a xylophone. It is not. Now I want to say a homophone, which is something to do with the English language. Um, Phonograph. It's a phonograph. So, which I don't know how much you can really see when I'm done with that anyway, but I like it for the background. I have this whole scrapbook generation collection, and I'm so sorry it is not available anymore, but it's got all these musical notes and stuff. It is on glossy paper, so I mix and match my glossy and my not glossy because these 6 by 6 paper pads are not glossy. That's okay. It turns out great. So I'm going to get these kind of lined up, and I'm going to have to shift them to the right because I'm running out of room on the left side of the page. Um, but that tag that I have there is also that scrapbook generation, and so are these circles. And once I get the circles figured out to where I want them, I'm actually going to trim them in half because you're only going to see half of that circle. The bigger circles, I have like a 3.5 inch size circle punch, so those black ones have been punched out with that. This is that cut apart sheet, like I said, from Scrapbook Generation. I'm going to take one of these labels, I guess, and put it up in the corner, kind of where there is a label on the layout. Please see below, and you will see everybody that's playing along with Man About Mini paper pads, and it's always fun to see what everybody else is doing. Um, you can be very creative with these with small little paper pads, and the idea is to get them out of your stash and use them. And I'd like to point out also that, um, the more I've been doing this, the more I see that you don't have to have that much paper on your layout. It doesn't take much, just take some scraps. So it's been fun working with this hop. So now I'm just working on placement. I'm looking at the sketch and you can see just moving everything around just a little bit to get perfect placement. I know I'm running out of room on the left, so everything's shifting to the right, which gives me fits because nothing's glued together. But I keep inching there. And once I figured out to cut the other circle in half, I'm going to do that. And I did use the solid part of each of those circles. That little square is also from this cut apart sheet. I had some washi tape that I was going to use. It had like the keys of a piano. But I end up finding these, and it's like washi tape. So instead of real washi tape, I'm going to use these little cut aparts to signify the washi tape. And you'll see in this sketch, it's on the top of the one photo and the bottom of the other photo. But with it being on the bottom of that photo, it was going to cover up um my banners because I make this little one into a banner, and I didn't want that. So I'll get these um kind of set down where I want them. That washi tape is going to go on top on the other side, which I think makes sense. So I like the way that looks. This says musical moment. That is going to be my title. I do not use it where they have their title, which, use a sketch for starting off point and use it however you like. My title is going up in the right corner. It just looked like it needed a little something more up there. Then I will put some twine into my tag, and then after this, I really just start gluing things down with my ATG adhesive. Again, it's a little tricky in that I'm working with pieces of the 6x6 cards, but I do manage to kind of keep them all in place and get them glued down at the same time. So I'm happy with that. Okay, my question for today, how do you feel about mini paper pads? I don't have a lot. I just put in an order from Joann's. I know they've been having troubles at my local Joann's, which is a smaller one. The scrapbook aisles are bare, but I did go on and put an online order. I've got free shipping, and then I think I also got 25% off my whole order. So, um, I think I did put in an order for two more. I think they're 6x8 pads. Those are, in my humble opinion, are a little bit easier than using the 6x6 in that they're a little bit longer. So, and it gives you a good variety of paper without having to buy an expensive pack, especially when they're on sale. So check that out if you like, but also let me know how you feel about mini paper pads. I have mostly 6x6. I have one 8x8 that's actually from Hobby Lobby. Um, and I do enjoy using them. Let me know down below. So there is that washi tape. Well, it's not really washi tape. There's the cut apart that's supposed to be like washi tape. And I really like the way this came out. It's got the grays, it's got black, it's got the beige colors. This collection, again, I know they don't have this one. They have one that's similar online, or they did the last time I looked anyway, but not this exact one. I'm always looking for my husband and I go to a lot of concerts, so I'm always looking for something musical to add to my collection. And once I get this square down as well as the tag, that's going to be the end. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today through the end of this video. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.